Do you know you could make so many pieces with golden V's, like this ring that we had the tutorial in previous videos, and also the ear cuff or the other ring that I put the link above. And in this tutorial, we are going to make a rounded pendant for these pieces. What we need: wire of 20 gauge and also 24. The thinner one is for the weaving parts, of course, and 20 gauge for the main structure and golden bees. Chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, and flush cutter for the main tools, and a cylindrical shape. And the best choice is your ring mandrel because it has different sizes. And at last, a paper tape to determine the size of the loop you're making. Pick up your ring mandrel and consider a place. As you know, at the bottom of the ring mandrel, we have the biggest size of a circle, and as you go down, it would be smaller. So I choose a place somewhere at the middle. Pick up the paper tape, open it up, and wrap it on the place you have in mind. Just pay attention. The result would be a little smaller than the place you determine first on the ring mandrel. So wrap it one time and cut it out. Where the start and ending point overlap, I mark it with a pen and also mark the place on the ring mandrel to wrap the wire all around. Unwrap the paper tape and put it on your table. This is the guide length that we need to make. Pick up 20 gauge wire, make it straight by pulling it, and put it on the size you had determined and cut it out. Then with chain nose pliers, start making it straight, or you could use a nylon mallet. After you had cut it out the length you desire, again pick up 20 gauge wire and also round nose pliers to make those golden V's. Put your round nose pliers at the starting point of your wire and make a loop with the smallest size to have a P shape just like this. Keep in mind the place you had rounded this wire all around to repeat that. Then, in about 2 or 3 millimeters, bend the wire a 90-degree bend, and then just in front of the first loop, make another one. If needed, use your chain nose pliers to sharpen the angle. And again, we continue this process. Just keep the next wire just parallel to the first one. Make another 90-degree bend, and in front of the previous loop, make another one. Now it seems that we have two V shapes next to each other. To make every two loops close to each other, you could use round nose pliers and then continue making those V's to the length that you had determined. Now I had made plenty of these shapes that is properly the size that I had determined as the first line I had cut it out. Pick up your flush cutter and cut the wire where it crisscrosses. Where you cut and the wire has a sharp edge. First, make it all rounded with round nose pliers and then squeeze it with chain nose pliers. Then you won't touch any sharp edges. Now this structure is ready, but before attaching it to the straight wire, check it out and make every two loop close to each other a little attached, and with the plastic part of your tool, make it all flattened. Now it might be a little curved, and I make it straight to be prepared for attaching to the straight wire. Now the golden beads are ready and the straight wire. These loops are going to be attached to this wire, so put them side to side and pick up 24 gauge wire for weaving these two parts. Insert it to the first loop, but before, make sure that the loop is all closed. So I squeeze it a little with chain nose pliers. Insert the thinner wire in and then put the straight wire attached. Then make a U shape with the thinner wire and wrap it all around to make a very little tie. If needed, squeeze it to be attached well and to keep both structures. Then wrap it again, insert it in, and pull it, just like I do. If there is spaces between the thinner wire and those two structures, squeeze it well with chain nose pliers. This is so important to prevent them from falling apart. Do the same for the other round so that we would have 3 wire wrapping parts in the first loop. Do the same, squeeze it well, and cut the extra part out. Then again, with your chain nose pliers, squeeze the last wrapping part and put it exactly on the work. That would be something like that till now, and we are going to continue wrapping these two structures. Cut the wire out in about 18 centimeters and then insert it to the second loop. Pull it well and at the same time make it rounded to be all attached just like the first ones. And continue that for the second wrapping part, and we do that 2 times in every loop, and we continue that till the end. The result would be something like this, and we are going to wrap this all around the ring mandrel and at the place we had marked. Put it on the area and wrap it gradually and slowly. Do that for the whole length and put it exactly all around the ring mandrel or any other cylindrical shapes that you had determined. But as I said, your ring mandrel is the perfect choice because you could move it to the smaller areas so that the start and ending point would be close to each other. Then we have 2 little extra parts at the start and ending point that we need to bend them and squeeze them with chain nose pliers. We do the same and at the same side for both parts. So with round nose pliers, first make it rounded and then with chain nose pliers, squeeze it. We have a space in between, and this is the time to make them attached. Make them closed with round nose pliers And something like this is perfect. Now we could use the thinner wire of 24 gauge to make a wire wrapping part and to attach these two loops together. So insert it to one of them, make a U shape, and insert it to the next one and make it rounded, just like a loop. Then insert it again to the first one and squeeze it. It's just like a tie, and that attaches the two parts together. But one round is not enough, so we repeat that for 3 or 4 times. Then cut it out and insert it again into your cylindrical shape. And I'm using my ring mandrel and push it tight. Continue doing that till it's impossible to push it more. And that helps the overall shape to be just rounded in a circular shape. Do that vice versa and make it all straight, the structure and the golden V's, of course, till you extract the piece, and that would be our very beautiful circular shape for the pendant. And how to insert the chain. We need 3 jump rings that we had the tutorial on how to make jump rings on the link above. Open the first one, insert it to the loop we have at the above, close it, and then open the second one and insert it to the next one. We insert these 2 loops and jump rings, of course, to the ones that we had just attached together. Close it, and this would be 2 parallel jump rings that the chain could be inserted into, but I'm going to add another one by inserting it into the previous 2 jump rings and then close it. And this is where I prefer the chain to be placed in. And that's ready. You could decorate it with a pearl, bead, or stone at the middle, or you could remain it just simple like that. Hope you had enjoyed this tutorial and make a set of these golden bees and enjoy them so much. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye-bye.